From the edge of Earth's atmosphere, a crimson streak carved through the sky like a divine blade. It was Darwin, the Viltrumite born of wrath, driven by conquest, and fused with the alien force known as graviton surge. Entire nations watched helplessly as he landed with an impact that shattered a mountain range into dust. The world had never seen power like this. Governments scrambled jets, cities rang with evacuation sirens, but none of it mattered. Darwin stood amidst the chaos, calm and calculating. With primordial intellect, he surveyed the land, not with curiosity, but as a butcher examines livestock. Gravity bent around his form. Oceans heaved unnaturally. Buildings wobbled. The skies dimmed. He wasn't here for diplomacy. He was here for dominance. News networks caught the first footage. Darwin hovering above Moscow, surrounded by a field of distorted air, an invisible mass of pressure warping light. "This is not a threat," he said in flawless Russian. "This is a correction." And then he crushed an entire battalion by flexing the space around them. Bones liquefied, tanks crumpled like tinfoil. In mere minutes, Earth understood. This was no ordinary villain. This was Darwin, and the age of gravity had begun. From the deepest abyss beneath the Arctic shelf, something stirred. Not a beast, not a god, a weapon. Phoenophyllum, a bioengineered shark hybrid infused with ancient angelic DNA and militarized rage, emerged from cryostasis. His scales shimmered like titanium. His pet hawk, Valor, circled above, screeching a warning to the heavens. While the world reeled from Darwin's assault, hidden factions activated their last resort. Phoenophyllum had been created for this one purpose: to end apocalyptic threats. His body moved with unnatural fluidity, aquatic agility redefined for both land and sea. With a roar that fractured nearby icebergs, he launched himself skyward, crashing through layers of atmosphere until he broke the sound barrier. Darwin, still floating over a crushed capital, turned and smirked. The two titans collided above Europe, a sonic boom cracking the clouds in half. Below, people screamed and prayed. Above, gravity clashed with momentum, creating a swirling storm of impossible physics. Phoenophyllum landed the first blow, a brutal spearhead punch that forced Darwin back. His instincts were primal, berserk, uncontrollable. Every strike was fueled by fury, not logic. But Darwin, cold and tactical, began analyzing him mid-fight. This thing doesn't know it's already lost. Still, Phoenophyllum pressed on. The sky bled light. Oceans boiled beneath them. The world had never seen a battle like this. Lightning split the horizon as Darwin and Phoenophyllum clashed again, this time above the ruins of Berlin. Every punch from Phoenophyllum cracked the sound barrier. His aquatic agility let him twist midair like a serpent, turning gravity into a plaything. His titanium-clad fists tore through skyscrapers like paper, and Valor, his hawk, dived in tandem, slashing through clouds to distract Darwin mid-combat. But Darwin was evolving. Each strike he took made him smarter. His primordial intelligence calculated weakness, trajectory, power shifts. He adapted. He learned. "You fight like a rabid animal," Darwin growled, catching Phoenophyllum's arm mid-swing. "But you lack control." He unleashed his graviton surge, and the sky cracked. Space bent around them as a dome of warped gravity engulfed the battlefield. Phoenophyllum stumbled. The air crushed his lungs. Time slowed. Darwin's fists became meteors. Blow after blow, he pummeled the shark hybrid into the earth. The crash created a shockwave that turned buildings to ash and leveled entire districts. A crater smoldered where Phoenophyllum had fallen, coughing blood, clawing the dirt, eyes wide with disbelief. And then came Darwin's monologue. "You were made to win one fight. I was made to end every war." But Phoenophyllum wasn't done. With a scream of blind fury, he lashed upward, ignoring broken bones and internal bleeding, and bit down on Darwin's shoulder, cracking through flesh. Darwin roared in pain. Allergic reactions surged through his system. Phoenophyllum had found the one weakness by accident. Darwin staggered, skin swelling, vision doubling. For the first time in the battle, he was vulnerable. The tide had shifted. Darwin dropped to one knee, breath ragged. His muscles trembled. His allergic reaction was overtaking him. Veins bulged, skin blistered, his vision blurred with every heartbeat. Across the crater, Phonophyllum rose on shaking legs, blood dripping from his mouth, bones grinding audibly. The shark warrior was broken, but not beaten. "I'm not smart," Phonophyllum spat, wiping blood from his snout. "But I don't need to be. I just keep getting back up." Above them, the sky turned violet. Darwin's aura flickered erratically. He couldn't breathe. His graviton surge faltered, but his eyes, cold, calculating, locked onto the faltering form of his enemy. "You shouldn't have bitten me." Darwin forced his hand to his chest, jabbing 2 fingers deep into a pressure point. His body convulsed. A final shockwave burst from his core, a violent gravitational implosion that sucked in air, flame, and debris. It wasn't just an attack, it was a reset. Phonophyllum and Valor were lifted into the air, disoriented, exposed. Darwin rocketed forward in a blur of flash tear speed, one fist cocked back, the other wrapped in a swirl of condensed gravity. He hit the shark hybrid with a punch so devastating it inverted the nearby clouds. The sky itself cracked like glass. Phonophyllum's body went limp midair, shattered beyond repair. The hawk screeched in terror and vanished. Darwin landed in the crater, chest heaving, eyes burning with villainous rage. He tore the shredded remains of his shoulder armor off and spat to the side. "It's over." There were no cheers, no witnesses, only silence, smoke, and the overwhelming pressure of a power too vast to comprehend. Darwin had won, but the planet would never recover. The Viltrumite walked away from the ruins, a conqueror once more. And somewhere deep in the cosmos, the universe shivered, knowing this was just the beginning.